Hi all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share a case that is currently playing out in Lakeland, Florida that's being referred to as a bit of a copycat case to the case of Luigi Mangione, the alleged suspect who ended the life of the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson on December 4th of 2024 in New York. Only this case involves a mother of three and no unaliving. Thank God. But even though this case does not involve an unaliving, the Florida mother involved, Brianna Boston, is still facing some hefty fines and possible jail time. Because after hearing all the news coverage involving the unaliving of Brian Thompson, and learning that police said the words deny, defend, and depose were written on the bullet casings found at the scene, she used similar words while arguing with a representative from Blue Cross on the phone over an insurance dispute. Now, I'm aware that some news reports are also saying police said the three words were delay, deny, depose. But either way, according to reports, after one or more of Boston's insurance claims were denied, she was recorded on a call with Blue Cross Blue Shield, saying, delay, deny, depose. You people are next. A statement that wasn't taken lightly by Blue Cross and was turned in to the FBI. And it wasn't long after Boston made her statement, that was taken as a threat, before police showed up at her door.
The nature of the threats, we would also be asking for GPS with house arrest conditions to protect the community.
With her head in her hands, Brianna Boston learned she would be held in jail on $100,000 bond. The Polk County judge adding the bond was appropriate given the, quote, status of our country.
It's not like she's a child. She's 42 years old, so we're not dealing with a child here. She should certainly know better.
Lakeland Police Chief Sam Taylor says his department was contacted by the FBI Tuesday. Authorities say in a recorded phone call about a denied insurance claim, Boston told a Blue Cross Blue Shield employee, quote, delay, deny, depose. You people are next, end quote. The language matches the words police say were written on the shell casings found at the United Healthcare CEO's murder scene in New York City.
We will take this very seriously, and we will put you in jail if you do something like this. It is not a joke.
According to Boston's affidavit, the mother of three told police she did not own firearms and was not a danger to anyone. But she added, healthcare companies played games and deserved karma because they are evil. Similar to the accused shooter in Manhattan, Boston is getting support online from people who say that she was just sharing her opinion and should be protected by the First Amendment, but police do not see it that way. She's facing a second-degree felony of written threat to kill or injure, conduct a mass shooting, or an act of terrorism, a serious charge that she could end up in prison for 15 years.
So now, this mother of three is being charged with threats to conduct a mass shooting or an act of terrorism. She received a $100,000 bond, and she's facing up to 15 years in prison. I don't know about you, but I'm real curious to know exactly how much that insurance bill was going to be that was denied. But just like Luigi Mangione, Brianna Boston does have her supporters who say it was freedom of speech and she's being overcharged.
A woman in Lakeland is now facing serious charges for her alleged threats against an insurance company. Fox 13's Evan Moon looking into this in our newsroom. And Evan, this woman is accused of using the same words that Mangione is accused of etching into those shell casings found at the scene of the murder.
Hey, Chris, that's right. It's all too familiar this week. She said, delay, deny, depose, and you people are next. This was all over a phone call with a Blue Cross Blue Shield employee. But I spoke with a lawyer who says even given the tragedy in the healthcare world this week, the charges against her are too severe. A 42-year-old married mother of 3 from Lakeland was in court today, charged with threats to conduct an act of terrorism and a mass shooting for a phone call with a healthcare agent.
Charges written threat to kill or injure, conduct a mass shooting or an act of terrorism. That's a second-degree felony, punished by 15 years in Florida State Prison.
She's accused of threatening the Blue Cross Blue Shield employee using the now infamous language associated with the accused United Healthcare CEO killer. Brianna Boston admitted to saying, "Delay, deny, depose. You people are next." We spoke with a lawyer about the case.
I think it's an overcharge. In reality, there's nothing in her communication that specifically says she's going to commit a mass shooting. I think it's more falls on that free speech line, on that protected speech. Although stupid, although ignorant, something you shouldn't say. The law allows you to say stupid, ignorant things, and even violent things, as long as it's not what's called a true threat.
He said a true threat would be to a particular person or a more actionable statement. He likened her angry language to what thousands are posting on social media this week.
If you post something stupid on Twitter and it's read by somebody who may work for some company and they're taking it as a threat, then are we going to go and arrest every person on Twitter because they say stupid things? And this case really is that. It's somebody who talked to an individual who she doesn't know, has never met, has never probably even spoken to, and said words that a lot of people are uttering on social media.
Still, the judge in her first court appearance setting bond at $100,000, referencing the tensions in the U.S. around health care right now.
I do find that the bond of $100,000 is appropriate considering the status of our country at this point.
I think that works better for her in reality, because it goes back to her saying this is political hyperbole. This is me expressing my frustration.
I reached out to Florida Blue Cross Blue Shield about the threats made and subsequent charges. They said they cannot comment on security matters. Brianna Boston's lawyer is also not commenting on the case at this time. Brianna.
Evan, thank you.
This story is an interesting one, considering if she had just called Blue Cross prior to the shooting of Brian Thompson, she wouldn't have ended up in the boat she's in now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, and if anyone else will think throwing those words out at an insurance company right now is a good idea. I feel for her family, and the no doubt long road they have ahead dealing with this. I'll be praying for them. I can't imagine, with the charges she's facing, that this is going to be easy on any of them. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on my next video.